So a long, long layoff for Kapaun Mount Carmel. There's a pull-up off the baseline for Cherney. Cherney averages just 3 points per ball game, and he hits the first 2 baskets. Kapaun Mount Carmel up 5-0.
Well, sometimes you have those unsung heroes, and looks like Atir's ready to play today.
Missed shot by Hurley, ball out of bounds. And it remains with the Jaguars. Vandover Central. Bernie Pearson, my color analyst, 10 years as the head coach at Kapaun Mount Carmel. You won a City League championship at Kapaun Mount Carmel as well. Coached in a couple of state tournaments, so will bring great insight as to what it's like to be in a venue like this and have a 22-day layoff and try to get back into the swing of things.
Well, yeah, you're just trying to get a flow. Like I said, we talked to Coach Cherney early on, and he talked about his team executing and things like that. But both teams are going through that. Like I said, they've had the holiday break and the layoffs, and now it's time to play.
Hollanday with a drive, and he kisses it off the glass. Colton Hollanday, a 6'2" senior with his first 2. It's 5-2, and Andover Central is on the board.
Well, they needed to get something going offensively there, too.
That's a jumper from 18. Braden Hollings. Braden also a very good scorer for Kapaun Mount Carmel. Averages about 19 a game.
Yeah, he's explosive on the offensive end. I know Coach Turner likes to see him get better defensively, but offensively, he's their go-to guy.
At Charles Koch Arena in Wichita for the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League Greater Wichita City League Challenge. With the move to the rack, Zach Zarich, and he gets some contact and earns a couple of free throws. Andover Central, a very guard-heavy team this season. I know, Bernie, that's not always been the case, but this year it certainly is the case. We talked to Jesse Herman, their head coach, before the game, and he said, I just have to put guards down low and hope they defend as best they can. They just don't have a lot of height.
Well, they got to do it as a team. Play defense collectively and rely on one another. And like I said in the past, they've had 6'10", 6'7", and I've coached against some of those teams as well.
Zarich misses both free throws. He's now 1 of 4 on the season from the line. And Kapaun Mount Carmel with 5.5 to play in the first quarter, with the ball up by 5, 7-2.
Andover Central doing their half-court trapping there. They talked about doing that a little bit.
3 ball. Braden Hollings off the right angle, and he nails it. Hollings puts in his 3rd 3 of the year, and Kapaun Mount Carmel leaps out to a 10-2 lead with 5:22 to go. And let's take a look at that last shot.
Well, once again, getting good ball reversal here. Nice kick out to Braden Hollings. Got his feet set and knocked down the 3.
The left-handed shot splashes in, and Kapaun Mount Carmel forcing Andover Central to pull things in and chat about a pretty dismal 2.5 minutes to start this ball game. I mentioned Kapaun Mount Carmel. They have not played in 22 days. What do you think that could have as far as maybe a little rust getting back into this contest?
Well, yeah, it doesn't look like it so far, but like I said, Coach Cherney talked about doing conditioning and keeping their legs fresh and kind of mixing things up to get them ready for it. Yep. And like I said, they look pretty good here in the first couple minutes of the ball game. Zach
Locke has checked in for Andover Central. His brother Taylor was a 2-year starter, graduated last season, so Zach Locke out there now. Andover Central called the timeout and made a substitution. Zach Witter needs to get going. He's their leading scorer and best player, and he missed that shot in the lane. And Kapaun Mount Carmel can get a double-digit lead right now, and they're going to try it, another 3-ball. There's Braden Hollings again, knocking it down.
Well, they got to know where Braden is. He averages 18 points a game for a reason, and he's their go-to guy, so you got to be more aware of him when he's out there on the floor.
2 threes for Braden. He has 6 points. Another missed shot in the lane for Andover Central. Cameron Hurley that time. Back come Kapaun Mount Carmel. And these two teams are combined 9-2 on the season. Andover Central in the black and gold uniforms. They are currently ranked number 2 in Class 5A. The Kapaun Crusaders have been at number 6. Here's a dribble drive by Lichtig, and a nice job of going from one block to the other with a pass. And Timmy Hamilton gets the 2.